So I'm Ali Chittalia. I'm an internist at Geisinger Medical Center, and I'm also the director of diversity, equity, and inclusion at the graduate medical education at Geisinger. I grew up in a middle-class family in India. My father was a physician. We had lots of cousins, aunts, and uncles around us all the time. So it was, although it was nuclear, but we all grew up together, and it was great times with a lot of fun, games. And all of my aunts and uncles had almost like parental rights. They could discipline us, they could reward us, they could punish everything. It was a great amount of time that we spent together. So some of the traditions, like in India, the Diwali is a large, big festival, right? It's called the Festival of Lights. So we always used to have, like, everybody dressed up beautifully, and we had fireworks and great foods. And we all went to each other's house. Each celebrations were a big thing in my family, and actually my personal favorite was Holi festival, which is a festival of colors, and we all spray colors on each other, and that was great. And in my school, being a Catholic school, we had a great time learning about Christmas and the myth of legends of Santa Claus and the reindeer. So it was a great amount of fun. So this is a crazy story. Like when I was almost like 5 or 6 years old, I was sitting in the waiting room of my dad's clinic, and there was a person who walked into my dad's clinic. I remember he had like thick glasses, and he was some sort of an astronomer, astrologer. I don't even know what it was. And he went to my dad's cabin and said, "Who's that kid over there? He's a born doctor." And that kind of made my destiny. Seriously, after that I had no choice. I was groomed to be a physician, and I'm thankful that I became a physician. But I think it really was inbred into my parents' psyche that I would be a physician. I would be a good physician, and that's how I was groomed to be. And then my dad's a doctor. My grandfather, my mom's father, was a doctor, so they actually took a lot of pride in the profession, and I saw the beauty of being a physician, and I felt really privileged to be able to follow that path. Yeah, so I went to med school, and it all depended on your grades and your interviews. So I got into a med school, which was about 10 hours train ride from Mumbai. And it's the best thing that happened to me, that I was not able to get into med school in Mumbai. So I lived in the dorms, and the kind of relationships that I built instead of being a day scholar, it just happened to be the right thing for me. And we had great, some of my best friends are from a med school. So once I graduated my med school, and I was always fascinated by corporate America, and I wanted to learn as much as I could and study here and maybe live here. So I came here at the University of Scranton. I was a student here. I did my master's in health administration, and then I did my medical licensing examinations, and then I did my residency in Scranton. So I've only lived in Northeastern Pennsylvania. I've never moved out of here. I fell in love with a girl from Susquehanna County, and we got married. We are now married 25 years. So this is home for me. I think it's a very welcoming and loving community. It has a lot of warmth to offer. It's up to the people who come to immigrate here, or even move from different parts, to become part of the system, right? And to learn from others. It's so crucial to basically accept the norms and the culture in a way that you can enjoy being part of it. But at the same time, I always felt that you don't have to give up your own identity. You be who you are, and that's where you are more valued. I'm a big believer of the salad bowl concept, where every ingredient is beautiful, every ingredient is valued, and every ingredient tastes well, rather than putting sugar in milk or salt in water. and then you lose the charm of every individual ingredient. I love the being part of this large ecosystem but I've always been myself, like I'm part of the community. I've adopted a lot of different nuances. I've learned a lot, and I've given that back as well. So being part of this community for me is just an extended family now, because I'm very actively involved. I'm part of several local community boards. We have an Indo-American Association of Northeastern Pennsylvania, which is a not-for-profit organization, and we participate in a lot of activities. We do fundraising for different organizations. We celebrate the Diwali here, which is one of the largest celebration that we do in the Indo-American Association. It's an annual thing, and we do not have the celebration right at the time of Diwali, because people are doing things at their house. So we pick a weekend, and then there's a large get together. There's a fashion show. There are different cultural dances, because India has several different provinces and several different languages, and they all are different, right? So people get to see that. Just recently, we had on our Indo-American Association Diwali party, they did a wedding ceremony where there was actually a priest that came here from I think from Jersey, and he was a Hindu priest, and he did a wedding, and we had a lot of people. We had Congressman Matt Cartwright, we had Mayor George Brown, our Councilman Tony Brooks was here, and a lot of people who wanted to actually be part of our community. So we have the love that people have given us, because we have actually done a lot for our community in every possible way.